Vai con Dios.
Dime si tú quieres algo más. Dime si tú necesitas algo dulce para calmar esta noche. Va a ser loca. Esta noche va a ser la mejor de tu vida. Dime si te quieres acostar. Dime si tú quieres que yo haga algo con tu madre esta noche. Te doy un anillo. Por eso va a ser la mejor de tu vida. Esta noche, esta noche, esta noche va a ser la mejor de tu vida. Esta noche, esta noche va a ser la mejor de tu vida. Esta noche, esta noche va a ser la mejor de tu vida. Esta noche, esta noche va a ser la mejor de tu vida. Dime si tú quieres.
What's going on, folks? So today we've got a little bit of this and a little bit of that. But before we get started on the lawn, so I just want to throw something out there. It's a little bit of a strategy change in the way that I release videos. I know that I can be a little bit on the haphazard side of releasing videos. Sometimes it's a Tuesday, sometimes it's a Monday, sometimes it's a Saturday, and that can be a little bit confusing. One of the things that I have been thinking about this last week is that I think what I'm going to start doing is releasing project-related videos, which would be things like the shark shed or the planter or landscaping or something like that. We'll do those on Sunday mornings. And then what we're going to do is we will do the lawn-related videos on Wednesdays. And the reason why we want to do that is because Wednesdays tend to be right after when I'm doing stuff in the lawn on the weekends. So that makes more sense to kind of do those releases on those days. And then the project-related videos make more sense on Sunday because I have time to edit those. Those have been very, very tedious to edit simply because it's just a lot of footage and I have to figure out where do I condense, what are areas that I need to remember that I said something, what are areas that just need to be redone, which makes me realize that I probably need to redo those. That being said, let's get to what we're doing today. I'm going to be working on a little bit of feed and a little bit of fertilizer. It looks like it's about to rain. Yay! Anyway, right before I went on my disaster vacation, I actually seeded parts of the backyard and the front yard. We are on the starter pack for Greene County Fertilizer, and we are on the 21 days after germination part of this whole program. So today we are going to be doing the 901 GreeneStart, and as you can see, we're getting big old drops. And then I am also going to do some RGS today as well. So we'll be mixing that at a rate of 9 ounces per 1,000, and then we are going to be doing 3 ounces on the RGS. I also was watching a video from Longology where he said that he likes to do his weed control on the same day that he does fertilizing. So I'm going to try that today. I have some of this TZone, and the TZone does a lot of different types of things, and I've got a lot of different things going on, especially in the front of the yard where all of my irrigation went in. So we're going to be doing a little bit of TZone. That goes down at a rate of 1.5 ounces mixed with a gallon of water per 1,000. And I'm only going to do about 2,000, even though my lawn is about 4,500. I'm only going to do about 2,000 square feet because I'm going to be a little bit selective. I don't want to just do a giant blanket spray of the lawn simply because I don't think I need it. And I'm going to be doing it in my backpack sprayer that's a manual pump. And the reason why I do that is because I do all of my weed control in that sprayer right there, in that pump sprayer. I have a battery powered sprayer that I love, but I do fertilization with that one. So never mix the two. Keep that in mind. Whenever you're using, don't use the same container for fertilization that you do for an herbicide, and vice versa, just because you'll get those confused. And what if you don't clean it right, and then you end up like killing your whole lawn and you didn't even know what you were doing? So don't do that. I think I may get wet with the rain, and I really don't care. It's been one of those days that if I get a little wet, so the heck what? I've got a GoPro, and if it gets wet, it actually likes getting wet, I think. We'll see. Anyway, Let's get going.
Porque ya tienes todas las tres de mis coras. Esta noche va a ser loca. Esta noche será la primera de nuestra vida. Esta noche va a ser la mejor de tu vida. Esta noche va a ser la mejor de tu vida.
All right, folks, we're gonna hold off on the TZone until tomorrow. After I read the label a little bit more closely, it says that it is rain fast after 3 hours, and since it looks like it may rain, I'm afraid to put it down and it rains and it doesn't do any good. So we're gonna wait till tomorrow, and we'll just come back, hang tight. It shouldn't take us very long, but we'll finish off the video with that tomorrow. Talk to y'all later. All right, we are back today to finish this up. As you saw yesterday, we did our fertilizer app, and today we are going to do a little bit of TZone. Now, full disclosure, I have never used TZone. I've heard good things about it. This will be a good little test. I will spray it down for this video, and then maybe by next week's video, I can show you some progress and what it really looks like. But for now, we're just going to put it together. The instructions say that we should do about 1.5 ounces with a gallon of water for every 1,000 square feet. And since I'm not going to do the full 4,500 square feet in my yard, I'm only going to do portions of it. I'm only going to do 2 gallons, which will be about 3 ounces of the product. Let's mix it all together, and then we'll take it around and spray the main areas. And the main areas, if you remember, are going to be the ruts of where the sprinkler system was installed. And that's mostly in the front, and then in the back, because we redid the whole thing, there won't be any ruts, but there is a weed problem. And I was waiting, let me show you real quick. So back here, it looks pretty green, but the main places that I'm seeing a lot of weed pressure is like right up in here along that. And then you can see a little bit of discoloration, some light spots along the side over here. I'm not terribly worried about this area, but I'll probably spray that a little bit. And then the other area is up on the hill, but I'm not as worried about that because we're gonna do a whole giant project with that. The rest of the back doesn't look too bad, but the front is an area that we need to address the most. Let's get this mixed, get it sprayed, call it a day. All right, since this is an herbicide, I am gonna make sure I put on my PPE, make sure we got some gloves on here. I've got some sunglasses that I'll throw over my face in case there's it's a little breezy today, nothing to worry about, but I will put on some sunglasses in case we get a little bit of breeze to kick it up as I'm spraying. But like I said, I'm gonna be doing a lot of spot spraying, so I'm not as worried about that. Cool thing about this thing is it's got one of these little containers, so you can just squeeze it up and then you can measure it out, and we've got an ounce mark right there. We're going to put 3 of those in here, and then we'll add 2 gallons of water, and we should be in good shape.
Dime si tú quieres algo más. Dime si tú necesitas algo dulce para calmar. Esta noche va a ser loca. Esta noche va a ser la mejor de tu vida. Dime si tú quieres acotar. Dime si tú quieres que yo haga algo con tu madre. Esta noche te doy un anillo.
I didn't spray every single bit of grass, but in the back there actually was a lot more weeds than I thought there were. I'm gonna try and do a little bit different nozzle on this because I don't like that fan pattern. So I'm gonna try and switch it out, see if I can find my nozzles. I'm sure I've got them somewhere, but I'll be right back. That's it. That's all I've got for you guys. We have all the fertilization done for the second round of the starter series, and then we did the TZone. Like I said, I will come back to this in a week or so and give you guys some results, see if it does anything to the weeds that we've got up front. They are substantial, but for right now, I'm just glad it's green, and we're just gonna keep mowing it even if it doesn't do much to it, because if you remember, in the fall, the front is gonna get torched, and we're gonna start all over with something new. The back, I'm a little bit more concerned. It is pretty thin right now just because it is starting to get really hot, and it is perennial ryegrass, which doesn't really like the heat, so it's to be expected. but it's also not very mature, so that kind of hurts it a little bit as well. But we'll just keep with it and see what happens. And then in the fall, we'll take care of it again. And by next spring, we should have some pretty good mature grass that we can actually maintain a little bit better. For now, we're just going to keep moving along, finishing up this summer. Also, keep in mind that, as I mentioned in an earlier part of the video, we are going to stick to a new schedule, which will be project stuff. For the most part, will be on the weekends, on Sunday mornings, and then I will try to do more of the lawn-specific type of things on Wednesdays at some point. Obviously, this video will be out late Wednesday. I'm going to try and do a better job of editing things earlier on in the week, and then that way I can have it out early on Wednesday. But for now, we're just going to stick with what we have, and we'll stick to that schedule, and hopefully that'll make things a little bit more predictable for you all as you all are trying to catch up on my videos. With that, that's all I've got for you guys. And if you like this video, I would really appreciate if you hit that like button. It really helps me out with the algorithm for YouTube and helps to bump my videos up a little bit. And if you haven't subscribed yet and I've earned your subscription, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed as well. And if you want to take it one step further and you want to be notified of future videos, don't forget to hit the bell, and that thing will notify you every time something comes out. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we will see you on the next one. Have a great week, everybody.